think one of the greatest mistakes ever is when people describe the Holocaust as a unique evil. It's unique in one sense, in that it was a horrible and industrialized scale of killing that had not been seen before, but unique from the standpoint of humans. The same humans that did what they did in the in the Congo state from the Belgians, the same humans who helped transport what's happening in Sudan right now, what happened in Yemen. The idea that it reminds me when the Ukraine war started out and people were talking about how it was odd for Europeans. It's a sort of received hierarchy of humanity that is very difficult to deal with if we actually want to get to grips with the problems. One of the saddest things that you see in some of the modern political movements is people's tendency to dehumanize, or how easy it can be for people to dehumanize others, and then they end up not sounding all that different to other people.
It's a modern tribalism. Yeah.
The veil's been pulled back for a lot of people from the Israel-Gaza stuff, where someone you might have thought for 20 years was like a decent, credible member of the political sphere. You now realize, oh, you're a monster. And your opinion was right relatively. But the same holds for a lot of people that would consider themselves maybe left-wing or on the right side of history.
Absolutely.
That maybe they are supporting pro-Palestine issues at this point, but then when you see the vernacular or the language they use around their hate for Israel, you realize, oh, there's actually something deep underlying. Or even if you see their response to other very similar issues, is the hierarchy of support for different issues, whether it be Palestine, Sudan, Congo, in that order, and what betrays that, what underlies that. And I think that radical empathy that you speak of is incredibly important for people to reflect on what really is motivating their political decisions or the things they support.
You've had some of the most amazing and wonderful people, in one sense, in their application of their support, their protests or whatnot for Palestinian human rights to prevent genocide, to prevent settler colonialism, etc., etc. But then as soon as the lens switches to Sudan or to child poverty, 44%, for example, in Manchester, the light dims a bit. And some of that is natural. But if it goes from that to, say, some of what I've heard, people villainizing Jewish people.
A blackout of lights.
It makes you wonder to what degree is this actually based on your empathy for Palestinians or your fight for human rights, and to what degree is it based off what those who are critics of that movement would say about us. And I think it's important for us not necessarily to live by the metric imposed by a critic, but to understand in whatever it is that we're doing that we should hold that empathy and make sure that nobody is being dehumanized because of how strongly you feel.